Hey, how you doing? Austin here. This is a Shiba Inu update. It's really a late night update, but I have some cool stuff I really want to talk to you about. Number one, we picked up an exchange today. No, it is not the ones that we've been waiting on. It's actually one that nobody really had their eyeball on, and we're going to show you that. I'm going to show you the tweet that shows that new exchange we've got coming on. I just love saying the word tweet. Write in the comments below. Do you like saying the word tweet? Let's have some fun with this, right? All right, I also want to talk to you, though. This is not your normal Shiba Inu update. Okay, I want to talk to you about a key inflationary report that came out today that has a direct impact on SHIB now. Austin, what does an inflation report have to do with Shiba Inu? I don't care. You should. And I'm going to explain to you why you should. Because here's what it comes down to. This inflationary report impacts major cryptos like SHIB, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Cardano, Polygon, all those guys. It impacts it. It does. So you need to understand it a little bit. And so I just want to open your eyes. I promise I won't bore you with a bunch of tech details, but there is some very interesting scenarios and data in this that you need to understand so that it gives you some perspective on SHIB and kind of where we're at in market conditions. Also, I want to talk to you about whale activity, buying activity, selling activity around SHIB as well. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's do it. Let's go. As always, I want to make you guys aware of my Patreon. The reason I do this, guys, frankly, is I am helping people over there. And my community, my Discord community, is helping. It's helping new crypto investors, seasoned cryptos investors, number one, become part of a community, supporting each other in this journey, helping each other, giving each other tips on new cryptos, hot cryptos, things like that. I've also got where you can get access to my portfolio. You can see what I'm buying, what I'm holding, what I'm selling. You also get access to hot new cryptos that I don't even talk about on YouTube. So if that's something you care about, go check it out. There's links below in the description. All right, so let's talk about the overall state of the union and SHIB related to really three key factors. Number one, we're going to talk about the exchange first that I mentioned. I'm not going to make you wait on that. I'm going to show you that one here first. Secondly, we're going to talk about whale buying activity, specifically how it is, what the whales are doing right now, okay, and what they're not doing. And then thirdly, we're going to talk about this inflationary report and why it's important, as it relates to SHIB and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll also, within all that conversation, we'll look at Bitcoin versus SHIB and kind of have a discussion around that. All right, so the new exchange that we've picked up today was the Kanga exchange. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Kanga. Okay, say that really fast. Kanga. Write down Kanga in the comments. It's kind of a weird, and say it to yourself. It's a weird word. Welcome, SHIB token. SHIB has made headlines recently and it's quite a story, but now it's becoming a major DeFi player. Yes, it is. With the opening of the Shiba swap, we want to join the SHIB Army. Interesting. I like that word. We're going to come back to that. We're listing SHIB, but if this tweet gets 1,000 likes, we will also list Bone and Leash, and I need to like that. All right, there we go. So, pretty cool. All right, this was not an exchange we were waiting on per se, but it's a brand new one, and I really like this. That's very interesting. With the opening of Shiba Swap, we want to join the SHIB Army. We've been talking about the fact that Shiba Swap makes us real or verifies it or credible, whatever word you want to use, in the eyes of the exchanges. This is 100% proof that I think that equation is true. Okay? They came right out and said it. The Kanga exchange said it. So anyway, so there's your new exchange. Check it out. You can go over on Twitter and go to just look for Kanga exchange, and you can like it as well and retweet it, whatever you want to do with the tweet. There you go. Okay, so now let's talk about whale buying and selling activity, specifically as it relates to Shiba Inu. Okay, Austin, SHIB's down. Yep, I know it is. Am I selling? Nope. I am holding, and I am going to add to my position. I did a video earlier today. Should you buy the dips? Go check it out. If you haven't seen that already, go check it out. It's here on my channel. I promise. It's there. Go check that video out. I talk about and I dissect, should you buy the dips specifically related to Shiba Inu or not? Has to be the right choice for you. I'm not going to spoil your thunder. If you want to go check out that video, go check it out. But here's what I want to say. You know me, I like to have dialogues with you, and I like to talk to you more about the charts and the technical analysis and stuff like that. You've got to look beyond that, okay? So I've had people in my Patreon group, members, and reach out to me and say, "Hey, Austin, I've got X amount of hundreds of dollars or $1,000. The dollar amount doesn't really matter, but it's dropping, and should I sell now?" And my answer is always twofold. Number one, if you don't need the money, like literally you can't put food on the table or you can't pay the rent, don't sell. The when you sell is when you take a loss. Period. Austin, that's like investing 101. Yes, it is. Okay? But my point to you is, and I'm not trying to talk down to you, I'm trying to basically explain to you that I see this behavior and I see this developing and I want to talk about it. That's our relationship. I tell you the good and I tell you the bad, okay? And I always will shoot straight with you. Guys, the whales and the people that make a bunch of money in the crypto market do not sell when the entire crypto market is down. They are buying right now. You're going to see more and more videos come out from me in the next day or two, in the next week, as long as this market is down, specifically looking at opportunities to buy more different cryptos, to add on. Because right now is when you're shopping. Right now is when there's a term, you need dry powder. Dry powder means you have money sitting on the side to go and buy some more. Austin, hey, I've got all my money tied up in SHIB or Doge. I hope that you don't, because I've told you guys many, many times you shouldn't. You should not have all your money tied up in Doge or Shiba or something. You should diversify. You should have some Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polygon, Doge, SHIB, etc. Okay? You should always have some dry powder. Even if it's like 20 or 50 bucks. I have members in my Patreon group that like are adding $50 every week. They're buying just a little bit here and a little bit there. Doesn't have to be like you're like, oh my God, I'm going to go put $1,000 in that thing over there. I would recommend you probably don't. I'd recommend you spread it. Again, not investment advice. My point is this. Right here, right now is when the whales are buying. They're buying when it's red. And guess when they sell? They sell when it's high. We get it, Austin. I hope that you do. Okay, because that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to have this dialogue with you. I hope that you understand. This is when the whales are buying, guys. This is when you should be buying. Not investment advice. Needs to be the right choice for you. This is when I am buying. I'm buying now. I am. Okay, that's whales. All right, Bitcoin versus SHIB. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. See the green line? This is Bitcoin. This is an hour chart. Look at this green line. Up, down, up, down. You think Bitcoin and SHIB don't trace each other? Up, down, down. I mean, it could be, I could do more. I mean, even back here. Look, back here. It's the same thing. Bitcoin drives the market. SHIB has arrived. SHIB is one of the major cryptos now. It absolutely, unequivocally is. Hell yeah, we've arrived. Guess what? We've arrived. Now we get pushed around just like everybody else does when Bitcoin and Ethereum and all those guys are down. Remember, I've showed you this. This is something you need to be aware of. The shorts are adding on, the short selling positions. I'm not going to go into this. I always talk about this. We have short selling pressure on Bitcoin. It's actually held up pretty well. We got that going on. Also, remember, something else I want to talk to you about. I promised you this. This is over on CNN Business. You can check this out. This particular article keeps, oh, come on, go away. Come on. There we go. Prices keep soaring inflation. Why should you care about inflation? Because this key report came out today. The inflationary report came out today, specifically related, and this has been why the overall market's been very blah, whatever word you want to use. Blah. Makes you laugh. This inflationary report has had a direct impact on the overall market, and it's what has been driving, in my opinion, prices down as of late, because we've all of the market and kind of the institutional money and things like this have been waiting on this report. It arrived today. It was bad. Everybody knew it would be bad. Okay, but there's also a silver lining here, and I'm gonna keep it quick. Here we go. The fact that here's what it comes down to: Part of the reason that SHIB, Doge, Bitcoin, all these are moving down is that stuff is getting more expensive. Inflation has risen. So thus, if I can't afford to put gas in my car because the price of gas has risen 45% year over year, I'm probably not going to want to put a lot of money into, guess what? Crypto, stocks. I'm going to want to pull that money out and I'm going to want to hold that money. Makes sense? You're starting to see how this all fits together here, okay? If food prices are up 2.4% in the last 12 months, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. If it's harder for me to put food on the table, I'm going to want to hold that money and thus not put it into investments like crypto, like SHIB. This is part of the reason no real new money is coming in. People have been holding on to that money because inflation is going up and stuff is getting more expensive. Okay? Just life stuff. It's getting more expensive. So the CPI has risen 0.9% in June and 4.5% over the last 12 months. That's the biggest 12-month increase in that closely watched measure in 30 years. Now here's why. Okay? Why is because we are starting to get back to normal. We were in a recession for the last year, and now we're coming back to normal. So the wheels are starting to grind out and starting to kind of get, starting to turn again. So we're coming back, okay? We didn't use gas last summer. The reason gas is up 45% because we had to get those machines turned back on and the prices and things like that. A lot of this will normalize, will kind of flatten out. And that's right here. Although prolonged inflation can be a cause for concern, there's reason to believe that this recent rise in prices, although pronounced, will be temporary. Inflation soaring in part because prices are returning to normal level after the economy fell into recession. That makes a year-over-year comparison seem really, really big. Okay, let's bring it back to SHIB. SHIB is going to continue to react to the overall market conditions. Don't sell right now because this is when the whales are buying, not investment advice. We got inflation coming into play. People are wanting to hold on to their dollars. They don't want to spend them. We're waiting on exchanges. When we get exchanges, we will get new retail money come in. There's 120 plus million people and accounts sitting in those exchanges. Coinbase, Robinhood, Webull, eToro. When we get those, we're off and running. Okay? That's all I got for you right now. As I said, I wanted to do kind of a late night update, and I wanted to cover some new ground specifically for SHIB. As always, I'm part of the SHIB Army, and I'm here, and I'll continue to be here with you guys. I'm not selling. I'm staying. See you. Bye.